What is up? It's Chess Plays Gabe, and you already kind of know what it is. It's day 98 of our road to 2000, and guys, yesterday's video was in fact clickbait. I'm not quitting chess forever. However, I am going to switch it up today. Instead of just playing 10-0 rapid, I'm going to be playing 15-10. It's just a little bit of a longer format and something that will allow me to think about my moves a little bit more, and not actually be always running out of time like I usually am. So with that being said, enough chit chat, let's hop into the video. I played a couple of extra games. I don't think I gained any elo after my last video. I played a couple extra games. 1674 is where I'm sitting at right now. We're playing against a 1499. That seems very low. That seems extremely low. I kind of don't want to play against this guy. Is that bad of me? I'm going to abort. Sorry. Yes, my rating does matter to me that much, unfortunately. The 1500 versus 1674 does not make any sense. All right, this guy's a 1609. I guess this is the risk we run when we're playing 1510. It's just less of a common format. Basket Case Napper, 1609 from the United States. Let's just play against him. And we're going to open with e4, as per usual. Now, it is 1510, but you don't have to take that long on the first move, my guy. There we go. They play Sicilian. So I'm not going to look at my lines here, but we are going to play into the Mengarini. This is a opening variation that I looked at a little bit on stream. That is really weird. Already A6 is really, really weird. So let's go ahead and just play Bishop C4. I don't even think that's part of the line, but we're going to plan on Knight G2, planning on pushing this pawn. And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and play Knight G2 right away. And then we can plan on pushing the pawn, try to claim the center a little bit. Takes, and takes. They're going to go, I don't know what the purpose of this move is. Let's go ahead and push D4. Why not? Oh, I see what the purpose is. Takes, and now my bishop will be under attack. It doesn't matter, though. I mean, I just take back with the queen, I assume. So let's go ahead and take this, unless I'm just blundering really, really, really early on in the game. And then maybe I just take this, but probably to take is a mistake here. I kind of almost want to go for this, but that doesn't do anything. I mean, you can just go here or here, whatever. So in that case, I mean, this is very nicely pinned. So I'm not really sure what I want to do here. Not really sure. This can slide all the way back, of course, but I don't want to really waste a move on that. So what if I just went like here and then maybe here first? Yeah, let's just develop the knight. If they want to take, they can take. Not really thinking too hard about it. If they push, that seems very good for me. I would just take, and then I have tempo on the queen. Queen has no checks. They do target the pawn here, but it is defended. So I might just want to go here to try to double my opponent's pawns. Maybe open up the file later on for my rook. Not totally sure. I'm not going to be castling queenside this time. Just an FYI, just putting that out there, because it has really not been good to me in the past. And so let's go here. Now, if they decide they want to push now, still totally fine. Takes, and takes. And I feel great about this center control. That's not really center control, but my bishop is just chilling. My queen will come out, assumedly. And it will go from there. Yeah, I think I played like an extra, I don't know, 6 or 7 games yesterday after I lost, which was just not good for my mental health, of course. Is that going to force me to trade? It could be. It could be doing that. Although no, I can just take first. I can take first, and then that defends this. So if they were to take, I take this way, and then I'm just up a piece. Those lines were awful. Let's go ahead and take, because it automatically doubles my opponent's pawns. And it gives a nice, clear view of the board for my queen. In which case, I might even want to like try to go in here. But first, I should probably take this knight, unless there's a better place for it. If I go back here, I'm hitting the bishop. I'm also hitting the bishop, but the bishop can just move like pretty much anywhere. There might even be some kind of sack takes check. I just move. I could even move back. I could block the queen. Okay. Okay, yeah, I kind of like this move. I kind of like this idea, knight b3. Let's see what my opponent comes up with here. Somehow we're still a minute down on the clock. Guys, I don't even know. I mean, I'm just talking normally. I'm like talking in a normal cadence to explain my moves, and this is what happens. All right, they go all the way back. But now my opponent is threatening this discover attack on my bishop. But what I might want to do here, I kind of just want to go here. Is that crazy? I mean, I could push this first. They can take multiple ways, though. Pushing would actually be really, really, really bad, so let's not do that. I could also hit this pawn by going queen f3. I could also, I don't know. I could do a lot of things. Now, if I go here, though, there's this move, which double attacks my bishop and attacks my queen. So I think I have to move the bishop now. So in that case, I think I'm just going to go back here. Just make it nice and simple. Protect everything. Allow my queen to come here, hitting this pawn. They probably have to push it. And then I can take, take, and take. I feel pretty good about that. And then if they push this pawn, I can just move up, hit the rook. Seems pretty normal to me. Now, yeah, this, I don't really care about losing the bishop, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but this does stop my queen from coming in, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. I could just go here, telling the knight to move, but then my queen still can't really come in. I guess I could go here after the knight takes, which I assume is what they want to do. And then that also hangs a pawn. So let's not do that. Let's maybe we just calmly castle here. I think that makes sense. I am walking directly into a pin. I'm castling directly into a pin, but I don't think it's that bad. Like say you went here. I mean, I can just defend, right? I can defend multiple ways. So I think we can just castle here. If they take, I'm going to take with the pawn. It does separate my pawns a little bit too, which is kind of annoying. So I probably misplayed it a little bit, but what's new? They can also go here. Okay, maybe they want to go here. That's a really interesting idea. But now you allowed my bishop to get out. So if I go, oh, I can't, right, I can't even move the pawn. So if I go here, they go here, takes, takes. That is also opening this. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. That is actually really not good. So, and I can't push the pawn right now. So, I have to do something about this, actually. I could simply go here. If you go here, I mean, 2 minor pieces for a rook isn't that bad, so I don't feel awful about that. So maybe we just have to develop the queen, just keep it simple. I think that's probably the move. So let's play that. It's already down 3 minutes on the clock. I'm just trying to take my time and just like think through everything, because honestly, like, well, yeah, you can just plant your knight here now, and I can't really kick it unless I go here and here first. And even then, I don't feel great about that. So yeah, my bishop is kind of doing nothing. My knight can't, both of my knights can't really move. I guess I could go here and here, but that looks actually awful. If I just push, I can't push the pawn. I keep wanting to push the pawn, and I can't actually push it. I don't know. I actually do not know. I think I might have to already go for like some kind of reroute, but I think king h1 is a good place to start. It's a good place to start. Of course, you have this, and then that now that's actually threatening a checkmate. But okay, they go there. I'm really just expecting this move. I don't know why they're not playing it. This knight is a monster, absolute monster. Now if I go here, you can still go here. And then, no, I can't push the pawn. I just simply cannot push the pawn. So what are my options? I can go here and here. That is an option. Yeah, my opponent doesn't even want to take my bishop. They don't need to take my bishop. They really don't. I think I need to reroute my knight from here to here. I think that's what needs to happen. I need to get rid of this knight as fast as possible. And I think now if they take, I really have to take back with the pawn. Just keep this kind of central control. I don't know. My opponent seems like they're in a really good position right now. Seems like they're in a really good position. I mean, if I can get the pony out of here, then I am hitting stuff. Like here, takes. I'm hitting this. I'm also potentially hitting this if the rook moves. You know, it's not terrible. Also, my opponent just refuses to castle in this position, probably because this attack on this side is good, and castling this way, yeah, it might not even be that good. Okay, so they're threatening the checkmate now. So I like literally have to play this, right? Like, is there any other option? Any other option whatsoever? I could sack my queen. Now I can go here though, actually. Now I can go here, but it doesn't look great, so I'm getting a call. Not right now, my good sir. Not right now. I'm in the middle of an intense battle of wits. So, yeah, I think this is probably the move. This just seems like it's way too weakening. I mean, your bishop is just staring down this diagonal. So let's play this. You can't take because I defend. I'm defending this two ways, actually. And unfortunately, there's no good way for me to kick the knight. But I could potentially go here and then here. No, that hangs a queen. If the queen ever moves, I can go here and then here. And then still, again, well, this is now defended. So, no, my opponent is in an absolutely crushing position. They just need to figure out a way to finish. Pause. And I'm not sure I'll be able to do literally anything. I mean, I can push this pawn. They can just push. I can push this pawn. It does nothing. This knight has pretty much no squares. I guess I can go here and here, but then takes. Yeah, here and here might be like the only option in the position. They can also push this pawn potentially. Lots of alliteration. Pushing the pawn potentially. You can also just push this pawn and then push. And then, like, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. This, I might actually have to go here then. Actually, yeah, here I can just go here because there's no more hook. That is good to know, actually, because no more checkmate because I'm defending. Here does force the knight to go back, and the knight is, I mean, it's not trapped, but it finally gets out of the attack if they allow me to play this move. Can't play it right now because that is a hook. It would take, and I would just be completely cooked. Maybe not. Maybe not like completely cooked, but there's definitely tactics with like castling this way and then sacking the rook, checking with the other rook, and then coming in with the queen. If this knight ever moves, of course. I mean, I see that tactic all the time in my puzzles, and I never really set myself up for it. So, yeah. Let's see what my opponent does here. This is a very interesting position. It's definitely not like over for me, but I know it's not a good position. Again, I think my only option here is to go knight d1 and knight e3, which is just super ugly, but I think it will get the job done. Takes, and then that does open the file for my rook. Potential for going, I don't know, here, right? Something like that. Okay, they just position. Maybe they're planning on putting this rook on the open semi-open file. It's not even a semi-open file. It's just a file. Okay, so I think I have to play knight d1 here. This is still defended by the bishop and the queen, so nothing too much to worry about here. But again, well, now this is defending. This is defended 3 times, but I really want to get my knight here. Takes. Just kind of try to. Yeah, just kind of, okay, that's a really interesting idea. Okay, I mean, yeah, knight e3 and just takes with a pawn. And that's, I mean, again, I cannot take this knight. That's the thing. But here, no, even then, it's not good. It's not good. It's very, very, very not good. I can't take the, I cannot take the knight. I can't take the knight. Yeah, they just bring their rook, which makes perfect sense. Maybe I should have castled queenside. Like, now that I'm looking at where this attack is coming from, like, this side seems much safer. Of course, the one time Chess Plays Gabe decides not to castle queenside, it's the wrong idea. So I really don't know what my moves are. Here, you don't have to take, or you don't have to move your knight. You literally don't have to move the knight. I guess I could go here, but that like destabilizes everything, right? And then what? And then here, and then if I go here, you can take and take. Yeah, maybe I have to do some kind of desperation c5, c4, takes. That doesn't do anything though. It doesn't do literally anything at all in the position. I could go here. It also does nothing. I mean, it defends this square, I guess, but yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Here, actually, it stops the pawn push as well, which they might want to do at some point, but then here takes... Okay, actually, knight h4 might be an okay move. Also double attacks the knight, but again... Oh, wait, okay. I guess... No, here would blunder checkmate, so I cannot play that. I almost missed that. Is my only option to take the knight? Seems like it might be. Takes, and then... No, because then my knight has to move, and then I get mated. This knight is the only thing stopping this mating attack, so I think I might have to play g3. God, that's ugly. That is so ugly. All right, let's play g3. I don't know what else to do, to be honest. Now you can't really push the pawn because I would take with the knight. So maybe g3 was okay, but my watch is telling me to stand up. I'm literally standing. I am literally standing. Shows you how little technology actually knows about you. All right, don't trust those people, things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in the position. Here takes... Yeah, no, my rooks haven't moved the entire game. I've just been playing defense pretty much the whole time. And if this person is someone who plays 15-10 all the time, then they're probably pretty prepped here. Okay, so I can take. I have to take with the pawn, of course, otherwise I'd lose a queen. This actually allows me to go here, but then maybe there's some kind of sack. Okay, but now I can take with the knight, no? Wait, if I take with the knight, sacks here, it's defended. It is defended. So let me calculate this a little bit more. Takes, if sacks, takes. I guess you have check, but I would take. There's no check here because it's defended. If you take here, sure, you could take there, but you just lost a rook, and I don't have to actually respond to that. I guess I do with this, but that's fine, right? Because obviously if I move the queen, then I do get mated. I think I can take here. I think this may have been a little bit of a miscalculation by my opponent. Okay, if I take and they take here, is that a thing? Oh, wait a minute. No, I can take with the queen. I can take with the queen. Okay. All right, I think we can take this. Knight takes h4. Unless I missed something crazy, I think we're okay. If you sacking generally isn't a bad idea anyways, because like you're just ripping open the position. I feel like it's still a winning move if you sack, but it's not an instant win. That's my idea. Also, I mean, obviously this is defended, but knight is looking a little bit loose over here. It's looking a little bit loose. A little bit loose. A little bit loose. Just slightly loose. This is still doing a great job. If you push... I mean, I was expecting this push like ages ago. Because I can't really stop takes. I mean, I could just go up with my rook. That might be a move. Takes... And then I could even take here. Takes, check, takes, and takes. Yeah, it is something. It's not nothing. Maybe actually, okay, yeah, maybe this actually is a move. Because double tack on knight and you have to defend, which is what they want to do anyways. They do want to stack on there anyways. But then I maybe have this hitting this. Do I have this right now? Because this, again, defends and attacks the rook. This, if you take, I just take. Oh, but then there's this. Wait. Here, check, takes. I'm pinned, but... And then here, and then here. Oof, that is really scary. Really, really scary. Okay, let's play this first, because I think I have to stop. I think I have to, like... No, here just walks into this, doesn't it? No, but then I can take. Okay. All right, let's play rook f4. They can't sack the queen. If they go here, I'm just going to take the knight. That's just a free knight. So... Yeah, I think I'm playing the right... I think I'm actually finding the right moves, guys. I think potentially. I mean, I obviously walked into some really bad positional play here. But now I can move my other rook over. And there's literally... I mean, look at this side of the board. There's nothing happening over here. My opponent clearly knows that this was the wrong side to castle on. This is hanging now. Maybe this is a move. They can now hit this, but I just take back with the pawn. And so is... Okay. Okay. Now can I go here? Takes, and then everything is fine? Maybe? Potentially. No, here, takes. Yeah, this is still defended. This is pinned. I think I can go here. If you want to take the... bishop, I'm going to take your rook. Yeah, I'm going to go here. Also defends this. Still. This is double defended. I think this is just a very defensive game. I've had to put on my hat of defense, as it were. My defensive... Oh, maybe... but maybe takes... No, I have to take with the rook, because I still want to defend this pawn. And that's just... That's not... Right. Right. I totally missed that. I think I have to take now. Unless I can go here, but then there's just takes. Yeah, I think I have to take. I can also... Okay, my king literally cannot move. Let's take. Queen's going to take. Actually, pawn can take. But then I can go here. Oh no, then there's this sack. No, I take with the queen. This is... Oh my god, this is way too much. This is way too much going on. There's way too much going on. Also, was I up a pawn before? I guess I was up a pawn. I didn't even realize. It does not feel like I was up a pawn at all. Yeah, they take with the queen. Oh, this is spooky. Okay, now this is hanging, but I feel like just going here or something. If this, I take this way, and I guess you can take this, but this is still defended. I don't know. This is a very scary position. Very, very scary position. Can I defend? I think this might be the only move. This is still holding, but twice here, which is literally the only thing that's not causing complete and utter destruction to my king. I think they should have taken with the pawn. I'm going to go here. I don't think there's a sack, because here I just take with my queen. If I were to take with my king, it would be pretty brutal, I think. It wouldn't be that bad. Okay, so they go there. And now I can simply go here, or I could go here, right? Actually, this isn't even that much of a threat. I mean, yes, it's a threat, but let's defend the threat. I can also go here. No, I can't go here. Yeah, like my opponent's king has not had to sweat at all. You know what I mean? Like, mine's the only one that's sweating. Let's defend this way. Oh, but maybe my opponent's plan is to go here. Because if I go here, takes... I can always come back. I can also just defend... Yeah, I can just defend on this file, so it's not that bad. Let's go here. You know what I mean? There's no way to immediately attack this rook, though. That is the good part. You can go here, if takes. Maybe that's a problem, but I can just go here. Just continue to defend, pin my own queen. Like, great. Yeah. Oh, but then I have this check, and then here, and then, I don't know. There's stuff going on. There's definitely stuff going on, guys. Not really sure what's happening. Not really sure what's happening. This is a very tense game. Can I hold is the question. Here, we'll just walk right into this, but then there's a check. Takes, check. That doesn't do anything because the king just escapes. It just escapes. Here, okay, finally they push a pawn. Now, of course, I cannot take this. I cannot take this. Here, the only thing they can take with is the pawn, and then I would take, and then take with check. I think I can just move. This is still blockaded. I guess I could go here, actually. That's interesting, but again, I don't think it really does anything. If here takes anyways, that's a fork. Yeah. Yep. Do I just ignore it? Like, I don't... Is this the move? Because then if takes, it's still fine. Here... If here there's this, maybe I just take, and I'm just down a queen. That's not going to work, is it? Here, if they go here, I can bail out with a check. And then if they go here, I have another check. Okay, maybe this is the move. Maybe it's not. I think their move is probably this. Most likely. Of course, they can just take now. No, they can't take. I calculated. I actually had time to calculate. So takes. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I can also maybe threaten this. No, that's not a threat. Okay. Yep, that is a threat. That is for surely a threat. Now my queen has to move. Okay, if I take, they're just going to push this pawn, pinning my rook. And then this would almost be checkmate. Yeah, wow. This is just a masterclass by my opponent here. If here and push, I mean, I got to have some kind of counterplay, right? Here... They don't want to take this right away, I don't think. But then they're, yeah. Here and push, their challenge, or their, whatever it's called. They're threatening this. So maybe I can move out of the pin, but that's, no. But then my queen hangs. So can't let the queen hang. I mean, I think I might have to just sack my queen. That's the only thing I can really see right now. And just hope for the best. But even then, it's just completely lost. Yeah. My opponent has cooked me here like a rare steak. Check, takes here. I could also maybe go here. Just threaten a queen trade. That might actually, weirdly enough, be the move. That might be the move. This is still defended. This, for now, doesn't really do anything. So I think this might have to be the move. Because it threatens a queen trade. If they take, there's just check, which is obviously devastating. But at least I get out of this immediate attack. And then check, here, takes. Yeah, I mean, I think this is like the only way I can try to defuse it. So let's go for it. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. My opponent has almost 8. Yeah, takes, and check is like the only thing I can think of. Check here, and my king kind of escapes, kind of, sort of. It also, I mean, I was expecting my opponent. Okay, so they take. They're going to go for this check, and again, they can't immediately check me again. I mean, here, I just go here. So it's not checkmate. Of course, I'm completely lost here, but yeah. So now you take. Although, you know, it's interesting because it's interesting. You make that move. I think. Okay, obviously, like here, check here. Am I still okay if check? I can come back. Yeah, I think I might still be okay somehow. Let's play this move. They're undoubtedly going to go here. I mean, unless they've come up with something else. I can't really see another move, but I'm also not a good player. Oh, actually, yeah, this, and then, like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. They're up two pawns with very strong connected pawns here, and my pawns are kind of trash. But my king kind of escaped the attack. Now, because of this, you've kind of allowed, you've kind of allowed this threat to not really be a threat. And maybe I can even push this pawn, try to take this. Okay, yep. They just take a free pawn. Makes sense. But hey, I can take free pawns too, my guy. Maybe go over here, try to take. I could also just push this. If they take, I take with check. They maybe walk into a second check. I don't hate this idea, but then if they don't take, takes. I mean, I'm still completely lost, guys. I'm completely lost. Oh, here there's just this. Yeah, that is a problem, I think. Where to go? Here? Just takes, and then I'm just down 3 pawns in an endgame. This pawn will probably hang, though. I think I have to try to just diffuse everything. Let's just go here. And then, yeah, they can't obviously like go here. I would just take. They can't check me. Ooh, they could check me, but I could just go here. So we're fine. Yeah, so they go there. This all makes perfect sense. If you want to check me, I'll probably just come back with the rook takes. Actually, I could just come this way. No, yeah, I think I have to do this. I mean, this is just a completely losing position, but at least I stopped my opponent from checkmating me immediately. You know, yeah, this is just lost. It's just lost. It's just completely lost. Let's go here. They don't have to take. Even if they do, it's probably not that bad. And then I do need to get my king over. I think I have to travel on the dark squares here. Yeah. Let's travel on the dark squares a little bit. Wait a minute. This is where I should actually be like paying attention to my moves. Here. Is there any way for me to protect the pawn? I guess going here, if they go here, I can go here, but then just takes. So maybe I have to take. Oh my goodness. Endgames are hard. They're really hard. Check does nothing. Here, they just go here, and there's no way for me to protect. I guess I can take. And then I lose this pawn. Take. Okay, I think this might be the move. I honestly don't know. I mean, obviously you're coming in with the king, so I don't know. I would have to travel 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 squares to literally do anything there. I'm going to take this. They're going to take with the bishop. Oh, they take with the pawn. I guess that makes sense too. Yeah. Here, if takes, I can go check, but that literally does not do jack. So I think I have to start going up this way. I think that's my only chance here. I don't know. I mean, like, look at these pawns, man. I don't know how we got to this position. I'm obviously losing by a lot, but I think this game taught me a lot, to be honest. Taught me that, okay, yeah. Taught me that in order to really play the game, I have to have more time to think. That's all there is to it. They can just push this pawn too, forcing me even more to the outside, which I'm gonna go for it because, like, you know, they can just push this now. Yep. I think I have to take, but now I can go here. This bishop is absolutely gorgeous sitting on this square. This is just a hanging pawn. Let's go here. And yes, you go here, and then yeah, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm just completely lost. Completely lost. Completely lost. Maybe something like this, and trying to get over here, but even then it's not very good. Yes, not very good. If you want to push though, that's probably a mistake. Okay. So now I can do something like this. If you ever move the bishop, I take this pawn. But again, it's not. Yeah, it's not that good. It's not that good. Here though, wait a minute. Just here, and then I go back, try to get a draw. Can we get a draw in this absolutely lost position? That is the question. I don't think so. However, I'm going to play this move. You're probably just going to move this. Yes. Yep. That makes sense. There's no way for me to attack your king. If I go here, just going to move down. I guess I could go here. You go here. I go here. I mean, this is just an unbeatable structure. There's nothing I can really do about it. My bishop's in jail. It's just completely in jail. You're just going to go here and just promote your pawn. So I guess I can go here. I don't know. I don't think I have any good moves. They're just going to go here and then here. And then here. And then I lose the game. Yep. That is how the news goes. As Rick would say from Rick and Morty. Let's try to go here to come around. Again, you can just go check. I'm forced to the bottom. Yep. If I go here, there's just this, so I have to go to the bottom. You go here, and it's cooked. It's cooked, mate. It's absolutely cooked. If he didn't have this pawn, then I'd say, like, maybe there was a chance, but hey, at least I'm not flagging. That makes my heart much happier. Okay, so they go there. Yeah. Yep. I guess I'll try to go here. You're just gonna go check, and even then you can just push this pawn. Like it's not that deep. It is not that deep. You can just allow me to take this pawn completely. Of course, they don't do that. And I guess I have this check, but doesn't do anything at all. I can go. No, I can't go there. I can go here and defend this square. I think that's like my only chance. But they go there and they force a promotion. Yep. All right. I'm going to resign. Well played to my opponent. I'm not really mad about that. Did have two misses still. And you know what they say, and by they I mean me, win or lose, it's time to... Look at this graph! You know, guys, we did reach 1,700 in our, before day 100, and now we're back down to 1,665, a pretty significant dip. Played with a 75.4% accuracy. My opponent just locked it down later in the game, and I played like a 1250. Come on, man. Even with this time control, like maybe I'm just not seeing what I need to see. My opponent made a pretty big mistake right here. But yeah, let's go ahead and start the review. Let's see what we got up to here. C4 is fine, but they really want me to play knight G3 or knight F3, which was absolutely not the plan that I went for. This is the plan that I went for, and it was not the correct one, I suppose. So I'm going to have to look at that a little bit further, I think, in analysis. But they do just want me to take. Probably because they just want me to take, really want me to take. And maybe it's because this knight just becomes a problem. I mean, it became a huge problem in the game. Yes, yeah, you were supposed to play this move many times. I was supposed to push this. But what about this? I am supposed to push this? You go here. Yeah, but what about the discover check on my king? That's a blunder, right? I can't take that. So what do? I go here. I just completely ignore it. And I just keep this tension. That is really difficult to do. My opponent were to take, that's probably bad, right? I can just take, and then you're forced to trade it off. I guess you're not forced to trade it off. Yeah, I can take here, and then they take, and still it's not looking too hot. But that's not what happens in the game. Instead, we go for this idea, which is not, it's not terrible, but I'm still in a very losing position, and this was a mistake as well. I was just supposed to try to get my rook involved, and instead I move my knight again. And in this position, it's actually almost a draw if I just push. Because of this idea of takes, right? Yes, and then here, and then I have this to try to diffuse, I guess like literally just diffuse the situation. I go up another pawn. I'm supposed to go here, okay, and just try to get a draw, but otherwise I could take the pawn. That's a mistake though. I cannot take the pawn. Okay, so move is here and just trying to get a pawn, or trying to get a draw. I guess that's the idea. Instead, we go into this line, and yeah, it's just not looking good for me. This is a mistake. I didn't know what to play here. I was thinking about this move. You guys saw I was thinking about this move, but I was like, what does this actually do? What does this do? Oh, wow, I can take with the knight. And then what? And then what? And then what? There's just this, trying to set up some kind of pin. The opponent goes here. Then I just go back. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, queen comes in, and we get a similar position. They actually want me to sack my rook here. And honestly, yeah, just to gain some kind of initiative. Oh, I can't take with the queen. I would have to take with the pawn, and then takes with the queen, and then here, and then I'm still down an exchange, right? Is that right? Yeah, I'm down an exchange, and this is literally the best I can do. So, still completely lost. I mean, the whole game, it devolved like pretty early. It devolved all the way back here when I just didn't take the knight. I was supposed to take the knight, and I just refused to do it. And I said to take as a mistake, but clearly it wasn't in this case. Yeah, pushing the pawn and then just getting a really strong knight in the game. And yeah, this knight just became a massive problem. I guess I should have had the foresight to figure that out, but oh, I see. So moving here, okay, I could have just taken. Wow. And then there's this. And then just go back. Why can't I take this? Is there a sack? There is a sack. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. And then there's going to be this move, and then it's mate. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I can take with the queen, but then there's this move, and then I lose the knight anyways. Probably takes this first. No. Yeah, it takes this, and then my knight, I guess I do have a little bit of counterplay here, but you can take this pawn, you can just go here, and my knight is like almost, yeah, my knight's trapped anyways. Here, I guess I would have to go here, is that right? This is bad. Oh, because there's just a check, yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm losing my knight regardless. Here though, check, it's actually even somehow. This does not feel like an even position to me whatsoever. You can just check and take the rook, right? Like what's going on? Yeah, what happens if you just take the rook? Like, oh, I have another rook. I didn't even see this rook. Okay, so actually it's just, I guess it's a matter of like sacking kind of a little bit too much material, and then I'm like, once I diffuse it, it's actually not that bad. It's not what happens in the game, though. We get this position, and then, yeah, this is okay, but, it just walks into more attacks. And I'm kind of forced to just give up all my material here, and obviously, like, this is dead lost end game. There's this pawn structure, actually, this kind of, like 3 winding pawn structure is insanely powerful in endgames, I suppose. There wasn't really any way for me to extort it at all. And yeah, this is just a really nice move because it prepares this and just completely over. Someone is at my door, but I'm not going to answer it. That's going to do it for this video. That's the game of chess, man. Sometimes this happens. I don't feel like tilting today, so I'm not going to tilt. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to come back tomorrow because I will be right here. This has been Chess Plays Gabe, the channel where I get absolutely demolished in chess or sometimes possibly win. Not a lot recently. We're back down to 1665 elo, but I kind of like this cadence of 15-10 rapid, much more than 10-0. 10-0 seems to be the most popular format, but it's just too fast for me right now. And yes, if I'm doing it to prepare for rapid tournaments, like in-person tournaments, great, but maybe I should just start longer first, you know what I mean? Pause. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Go do something fun today. If you like the sun is out. The sun is out right now. I probably won't be able to take advantage of that. I have a ton of stuff to do today, but we shall see. And with that, go out there, go do something fun. Touch grass. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye.